All right. What's up, everybody? This is Christ Plug. Oh wait, gotta make a room change. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, enough of the randomness. This is Christ Plug, so I'm gonna talk to y'all about something Martin talked about. I'm gonna basically piggyback off what Martin said today, or this morning, rather. Excuse me. I want to kind of pick up where he left off a little bit with my own little take, my own little question. Um, So the thing that Martin Zunder was talking about, he started off talking about one of the disciples that would rule the kingdom in a new earth, or rule in the new kingdom in the new eon before the new earth happens. Tongue twister, but bear with me, bear with me. Anyways, he was talking about the new kingdom, which is going to be ran by one of the disciples, or it's not going to be ran by one of them, but the disciples who asked Jesus, "What are we going to get for suffering so much?" He talked about one of those disciples today. And then he talked about us. So when he talked about us, he said that he used the hotel room analogy like he loves to do, which I am personally a little bit of, well, I'll admit, I'm a big fan of his analogy using that. Because it paints a picture of that individual allotment, that individual compensation, that individual expectation that I was talking about. And I got a feeling that today he finally he didn't go right off the dome into the individuality, but he did say it is individual. Excuse me. And not only that, but he also said that it is basically picked out before we were born. Which means it's tailored to us before we knew what we would what we would possibly ask for. Basically, God knew us, and He created our hotel room to us. This really, what He really was hinting at was, I thought, excuse me. But what He really was hinting at was, I think, what I've been talking about this whole time, or part way of the time, about our compensation. And the reason why I've been talking about compensation, not many people know a lot about this. Not many people talk a lot about this, rather. But let me just tell you that that's not even part of the video. This video. It is part of this video, but it's a segue into my topic. With all that is said about it, there's still not much, there's still more to be said, or still more to be seen, rather, since how the Bible doesn't say much about what our compensation is. Not compensation, our expectation, our individual allotment. So, that being said, I want to pose a question. Is speculation that bad? Now, bear with me, bear with me. What brought this question up was me and a brother were talking about the whole thing about whether or not X, I'll just say X. We were talking about that being in the Celestials. We were not only talking about that, but we were also talking about music being in the Celestials, what we enjoy being in the Celestials. And to be honest, I wouldn't doubt that we'd have a better understanding of it, better, and we'd enjoy it better than we do now, and it possibly would be better than it is here now. I have no objection of that. No objection. But I just wanted to know would it be there at all. After all, Martin Zender said that X is not going anywhere. Just the way we're doing it will be different. In some ways, I hope that it will be the same, but not as awkward. Also, I hope that there will be new ways of being able to do this activity. And I'm hoping that they'll just be like better. But my point is this. Well, my point, not my point, but what I'm trying to say is basically, I hope that everything we enjoy now will carry over into our hotel room analogy, which is actually the reality that we are going to be living. Excuse me. The reality that we will all have a hotel room. And we are going to be living in those quarters, those living quarters. And I've already mentioned that I want a multiverse, as I wanted a multiverse where I could be anywhere, go anywhere. That kind of is not that go. It's hard to explain the places I've imagined in my head, but yeah, it's hard to explain. Imagine it's hard to explain the things that I want to do. But like this is so like what he said today was so um close. It was like the closest thing to what I've been trying to think of, what I've been trying to say. I emailed him this morning asking about some things like this. I'm not sure if he actually read it because he hadn't respond to my replies on YouTube to his video this morning. But rest assured, he might not. But either way, I've gone so far. I'm just so excited to be snatched away. So excited for this eon to be past tense, if you know what I mean. And yeah, just think, wouldn't it be so nice to have a body that can't have arthritis, to have a mind that knows how to do a lot of shit, like play guitar, do other shit. Well, wouldn't it be nice to have a change of scenery, change of mind, change of body, change of circumstance, aka changing your mortality for immortality? Wouldn't that all be nice? And wouldn't the above and beyond be nice? Well, look no further, because this is going to happen. And yeah, that's not the only part of this video I want to address. So, the other part of this video I wanted to address was me and a friend before my phone service cut out. I'm using Wi-Fi now to even do all this. But before all that, I told him that kind of, we talked about talked about the allotments of each and everybody. We talked about our expectation for each and everybody. And he expressed what his is. I expressed what mine is. And yeah, there's more than having a multiverse that goes into what I expect. But yeah, sorry if the pacing is getting on your nerves. It's just trying to move my legs. But anyways, um, the thing is, we talked about it, and this is going to be a little bit embarrassing. But fuck it, why not? You guys are trustworthy. You guys won't judge. You guys don't judge. But I actually made not really a to-do list, but a list of things that I tried to organize my multiverse in my head, and I tried to do all this, that, and the fourth. The reason why is so I first like the title suggests, speculation. To speculate, to think on it, to date. Like me and another member in the body of Christ, a brother. Maybe a sister would actually do this too. I don't know. Because I haven't talked to her about this. Excuse me. But yeah, we daydream about what this allotment and expectation is like. Of course, the expectation that Paul doesn't mention. We try to daydream about what it's like. Daydream about what it is, what it could be, and all. Well, all we know is that it's beyond anything our mind can imagine. But besides that, yeah, it's like it's just hard to explain. But I'm just going out the top of the dome here. I just got up. My legs be hurting, so I just walking around, and I won't need to do that in my hotel suite. And another thing, what's the other thing? The other thing is, this is what I was saying. Like, was the speculation not bad? Like the stuff that's not being perceived. Is it that bad to imagine? Just a daydream? Is it like that harmful that it's like, no, you can't daydream? Excuse me. But anyways, is it that bad to where like, no, you can't daydream? No, you can't do this, that, and fourth because whatever reason. I'd say no, you could daydream. As a matter of fact, I encourage you to daydream every now and then whenever you have the time. Not for the whole day, but for brief moments, I guess. What it's like. And more on this later. I'm just really in a happy mood because I really had a bad start to my morning until Martin Zender came out with a video. Had a really, really bad, shitty start to my morning till that video came out. And so, yeah, definitely. Grace and peace. Love y'all. And this has been Christ Plug. Well, talking off the top of the dome over piggybacking off of Martin Zender's topic. So, grace, peace, love y'all.